Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to Luna Classic video update for Friday 30th of September. And I'm looking at the coin itself. It's quite sideways and consolidating right now. There's no any particular movement, right? It's not making up if it wants to go to the downside or if it wants to keep pushing to the upside. But all I see is some sort of a very weird curve right here that I'm pretty much not getting what exactly it is, but you can see that it's making something a little bit like this. Potentially could be breaking out of this resistance right there, so there could be chances of a small pump maybe. And if we talk about a small pump like that one, it could go from there to there. We might be looking for Luna Classic to make one last attempt to cross this line at 30,000, so 30,466 if things go the other way around, but one big stop loss, even if anyone is trading, could be down here 25,725. If we start to take the lowest part of 25,725, that can actually be way worse. Now I was looking at the weekly, and the weekly kind of gives me a very good vibe of going back up, and we could go back up. I mean, can do anything he wants to do. By the end of the day, we have three white soldiers right over here on the weekly. That's quite bullish in itself. We're trying to make one huge candle right here, but maybe you have to be careful that this can also be an A, B, and then a C correction coming in as well. Okay, so A, B, C corrections can play out, and this can just be nothing more than a B correction to the upside, and then you go on for the C correction to the downside, and the C correction being the last one, and then you go to the upside. But speaking of weekly, we can clearly see that we're about to form potentially a twisted bottom right here, and the only support I actually saw previously, I told you that it didn't make sense, but there's only one EMA that I saw that actually makes sense, and that is the weekly 55 EMA. So you not the 55 but the 10 EMA. You can see that the 10 EMA has been a very big support in the previous history as well, and it's important to talk about this. Okay, I cannot ignore a support, even though what makes sense was down here. But then again, if you're gonna find support with this one, then you probably next week from here can start to reverse to the upside as well. Yeah, you can actually do that, because now that you're the last time you actually held it, you held it here, you held it down there, you hold it right here, you hold it again, and then you break to the upside, and then you got overextended, and then you fall back to back test the EMAs, and it seems like you're bouncing off that EMA actually. So could be, but EMAs can still be broken to the downside. It doesn't really mean that it cannot be broken. And the reason why I say this is because I do see Luna Classic never really reaching its technical target. The real technical target is always meant to be down near the 14,000. So first of all, my take still, I'm just trying to see if it can actually ever break the neckline, and it's failing to do that. As long as I can tell you, you see, this was your support, this was another support, that's another support right there. You have one support, you brought to the downside, you went up, and you actually got rejected at that very support, which actually turned into resistance after breaking into the downside. You might actually go back up a little bit, maybe to 30,000 again, and get rejected, and then start to fall down to the technical target. What I want to see for the coin is that it crosses with a huge volume and go to 36 maybe, and then I could have a lot of my doubts actually being cleared and back test and pass the retest and then continue. And that would be amazing. That means that that weekly that we talked about is going to play out, and that's your support and that's your bottom potentially. And this is where maybe this could be the buying range that you need, and Luna Classic might not even come down there. But unfortunately, that technical target was never met, and I cannot start buying whenever the technical target is still in a suspense. So it's a huge mystery right now. If we're going to go down or up, nobody knows. A lot of people say, yeah, it's going to go up. A lot of people are saying it's going to go down. I'm here for the long run. I mean, I'm the one who has been making these videos for the past couple of months down here. I was making videos up, down here as well. And I'm already up, man. If I tell you how much we're up and how many people have been telling them that this is an amazing opportunity. I even told people on my Discord when it was coming down here to buy for $30. And look, even if they actually did, they're already up 390%, right? If you were watching those videos back in the days, we're already up 182%. So I'm in here for the long game. I've told so many people I don't really care if it goes down or up, something like that. I'm here for like 2024, 2025 maybe, and see Luna Classic. I'm very bullish long term though. It's just that midterm and short term I don't know. It's a very weird kind of suspense here. That's what I can say. But long term, I think there's a lot of room to continue higher and higher. Okay, and that's pretty much it for this update right now. I just want to check one more thing, and that is if there's a possibility of a trend line to be formed. So let's see if this trend line can actually come something like that as well. Nope, that's something else actually. And that's pretty much it for this update on Luna Classic. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.